How to know if you are the main character in your life based off anime. Signs. 1. You always sit near the window in a classroom. A common trope for anime for whatever reason, probably because it dictates the character is torn between their everyday life and the need for adventure somewhere out there in the world. This is almost always a requirement to be the main character in your story, as in, like, at least 90% of anime involving a classroom, whether it be Death Note, School Rumble, Bleach, and so on. They always are near the window, usually in the back seat. 2. You are an insider to a big secret that most people around you don't know about. Being an insider often means you not only know what's going on that others don't, but your life actively revolves around major events involving them. Most people around you wouldn't consider you being as involved as you are unless they are like in your inner circle. 3. You were once a learner who had no friends, but now you do, or vice versa. Polarizing factors such as this often dictates that one is destined for success, whether it be easy or difficult remains to be told. 4. At least one cute or attractive girl plays an active role in your life. Another very common trope in anime where the main character, often a guy, has at least one girl who after meeting her changed his life, often making it somewhat of a living hell, making things complicated or adding to his life in ways he's never imagined. Often the girl is a potential love interest of his down the line. I imagine the reason for this trope is to say that for every strong man, there's a woman who helped make him stronger or something like that. 5. At the end of your adventure, or near the end, you are the most overpowered, if not one of the most overpowered characters throughout the series. It's pretty much inevitable that after all the adversity, all the pain, confusion, loss, and uncertainty, that you will be one of the most powerful and influential people in life or your version of reality. 6. You have a rival who loves to challenge you and may be one of your biggest driving forces to improve. Your rival is often a close friend or a stranger who you compete with, whether it be for sport like Might Guy and Kakashi, or for more serious goals such as Naruto and Sasuke. 7. There are people who love you and people who hate you, but hardly if ever in the middle. The reaction is almost always extreme. If pretty much everywhere you go, you are faced with strong reactions of love and hate, then this is a sign you are liable to be the main character. Sometimes you may just want to be normal and not have all these reactions like Naruto when he was a kid, but you use them to make yourself stronger and to prove everyone else wrong. 8. At least one family member is of well-known status in the world around you, but chances are you never knew this until later on in life. A family member, whether it be brother, sister, cousin, uncle, and so on, often dictates that you have to measure up, if not surpass them at some point. Chances are you did not know this because they usually disappeared, died, or you never met them often when you were very young. Also, the family member doesn't have to be related by blood to be considered a sibling. Often just having strong ties to the person in one way, shape, or form is enough of an indicator. 9. You almost always seem to find yourself involved with top officials and well-known entities. To be at the top of your field or wherever you're trying to go, you have to be involved with the best of the best. Whether it be at the beginning or later on in your life, people at the top want to be involved with you for better or for worse. 10. You have a dream and ambition that you put everything into without consequence. So common, it's almost a mandatory trait to being a main character. Whether it means life or death, you will do whatever it takes to achieve whatever it is you want to do. 11. You are either the top dog or the underdog. Having something polarizing about you in comparison to other people around you is often a prerequisite for great things to come in your future. 12. Someone close to you dies and it forces you to become stronger. It may even be the reason you began your journey to begin with. Death, when it comes to the main anime characters, may not be so much a commonality, but when it is, best believe it leaves a lasting impact on the character. It forces them to become something more than probably what they thought they had to become previously. 13. You have a dark past. A dark past gives you more of a driving force to succeed. By pushing yourself to succeed when most people would not, you shine brighter than anyone else. 14. You have a signature move, ability, or trait mostly, if not exclusively, to you. 15. You converted at least one former rival or enemy into a valuable ally. Converting someone to your side, whether they be a once powerful foe or a former rival, is often a strong sign of the influence you have over others, and a prerequisite for great things to come. 16. It's almost like everybody seems to know who you are, but you may not know them. If you walk into a room and many people know who you are likely to be the main character. Also, if you often are the subject of a lot of controversy even when you don't intentionally try to be known or cause controversy, then this is a sign as well. Celebrity status much. 17. You are often late to the party, but when you show up, you show out in a big way. Another common trope in anime is for the main character to be late to the party, whether it's being late to take on an evil villain, a time when people need you the most, or just a casual celebration. You are often late. However, you weren't late for no reason, because do when you finally do arrive, best believe you really surprise people with your character skills or the development of your abilities. 18. You are or were the student of a great master. The main character can't do everything by themselves, and oftentimes it takes more than a group of friends to push them wherever they are trying to go. They need a teacher to gain more strength and wisdom than they ever thought possible to overcome the adversities. Summary. In conclusion, if you can identify with around a third of these, then chances are you are the main character in your life, which means there's a strong possibility you are destined for greatness. I did this all for fun since I found there was a big correlation between success in anime and success in the real world. Just finally got around to making the comparison.